Hi everybody, it's Diane from Inspired Results Group, and today I'm doing something a little different. I'm going to shoot a video and do a video blog instead of trying to write down all of my thoughts this week. And this is at the encouragement of my coaching partner Tracy, who challenged me to do things a little differently and try a video. So totally letting go of the need to be perfect here and just turning on the webcam and seeing what happens. So what I wanted to share with you guys is it was a fascinating week for me because a couple of things happened, resources I was exposed to that totally resonated for me with some goal setting and or goal achievement work that I've got going on. So that's why the title is, Are You Failing to Achieve Your Goals? And I just want to share this experience with you because my hope and intention is that it will help you with some of the goals that you're currently setting for yourselves. So the story or the two resources that I was exposed to just literally in the last 48 hours were really helpful for me to understand what was going on for me personally. And the first one was a webinar with Dr. Marshall Goldsmith, who's like a coaching guru. And I'm totally going to follow this guy like crazy now. And he talked about his experience coaching really senior executives, but in general, he was making this generalization that for people overall, we fail to reach our goals when we rely on self-discipline. So if we're setting a goal that requires behavior change, and if we think that our self-discipline is going to hold us accountable or hold us true to changing our behavior, he says that's just not going to work. And human experience shows that self-discipline alone is not enough, because when we're tired, stressed, or depleted, self-discipline is the piece that falls away from us in that moment. So that's not going to help. The other resource that I was really excited about was, well, and I'll just finish by saying with Marshall's talk, that really stuck with me, that self-discipline isn't enough and that what we need is structure. And I tend to use the word accountability, but I realized after listening to him talk that in fact it's both. It's structure and accountability that works together. And he said that's because when we have structure or a sort of a framework that we're operating within, we don't have to use energy making decisions or managing our choices. The framework is there, the structure is there. We just operate within that structure. And the structure and the consistency of the structure is what's going to help us move towards our goals. So that was resource number one that I was exposed to. And then I think later the same day, I watched Gabby Bernstein's vlog about, it was about how to change your eating, but the message was really about when you're setting a goal for yourself, really tap into how do you want to feel and why, what's the why behind that goal or that change that you want to create for yourself. So rather than, and in her context about changing the way she was eating, she said it's not about vanity or looking better. For her, it's really about trying to serve and fulfill her purpose in a bigger way. So those two experiences happened to me over the last 48 hours. And how it really plays out for me right now and makes sense to me is that some of you who I'm friends with know I'm just immersing myself in this 12-week kind of fitness challenge that I decided I needed. And at the same time, I'm challenging myself not to drink wine for 12 weeks, which, again, for those of you that know me, know that's, not an easy thing for me to do. I love drinking wine with nice food, and especially when we're going out, that's hard for me not to want to have a glass of wine. So what happened for me on the weekend was this program that I'm going to, the trainer, it's a small group training kind of format, and the trainer really was like, pardon my French, like totally riding my ass for not filling out the book, the food tracking book, and really participating more actively in the program, and which frankly is the structure. And what I realized was that the why, the feeling that I actually want to create from being part of this fitness program isn't about losing weight, and it isn't about vanity things. Um, those used to be my measures of success. So I've always had 5, 10 pounds I want to lose. I've always thought that that was why I was signing up and working on these different areas in the health and wellness realm. But really, what I've realized over the last 8 weeks is that while I'm in this immersing myself, is that it's about feeling strong. I feel so much more empowered as a person and as a coach when I feel physically strong and physically fit. And so my physical fitness feeds my mental fitness, and it feeds my mental stamina. And I think and I know I show up better as a coach when my physical health is really like as when I'm working on it and when I'm really stretching myself in that realm. Another core feeling that I'm always striving towards is to challenge myself and feel stretched. And that's, that plays out for me every day in this entrepreneurial journey. But it's also, I think, what keeps me sticking to this really difficult fitness regime is that it stretches me and challenges me. And I love that feeling of being challenged. And the other reason that this fitness regime is working for me right now is because it's all about structure. It's a 12-week program. It's 3 times a week at specific times. And I have, from an accountability point of view, yes, I have the trainers kicking my ass every once in a while, but I've got a workout buddy, Maury, who I'm going with, which really helps me. I'm accountable to her, someone to share the experience with, and someone that I have to wake up at 6 and be ready to go with her. And so that structure works really well for me as well. For the past year, I had no structure, and so I wasn't paying attention to the fitness, and it was very loosey-goosey and when I felt like it, and I was relying on self-discipline, and self-discipline was not working. When I'm now clear about how I want to feel, and I feel awesome right now, so I love that, and when I then support myself with structure, that's why this is working. And so I just really felt compelled to share this today, and hearing those two thought leaders talk about these two things and realizing how they were really actively playing out for me felt like a great opportunity to share with you. So my tip and encouragement for you is that if you've got a goal or something that you're striving for or a feeling that you really want to integrate into your life, then really tap into what is that feeling, what is it that you really want to create for yourself, and then what kind of behavior change do you need to implement, or what kind of activities do you need to take on to create that. This could be health and wellness, like me. It could be at work. It could be with family relationships. It could be in all areas of your life. But rather than focusing on maybe the obvious goal or the what you've always chosen in the past, like for me, the 5 pounds thing, instead feeling connected to strength, inner and physical strength, that's far more compelling for me to stick with this regime than the old 5-pound kind of goal. So think about tapping into the feeling, and then put the structure, support structure, accountability buddy, schedule, whatever it is that's going to create structure for you to operate within. Find the structure, and don't just rely on your self-discipline and then beat yourself up when that doesn't work. Because what I'm really learning is that this is human and we all experience this. Don't beat yourself up if self-discipline doesn't work. According to Marshall Goldsmith, it doesn't work for most people, so you're not alone. So good luck with that. I'd love to hear how you're doing with your goals and if this video has helped you in any way. And this was pretty easy, so maybe I'll try this again next time. Have a great day.